I'm building a climbing wall in my friend's basement with no experience. This wall was a ton of fun to build, but there were definitely a few challenges I didn't anticipate. I think it still turned out looking really nice. Spoiler, there was lots of staring at blank sheets of plywood, one falling wall incident, and me learning the ancient wisdom of just send it. Stick around for some satisfying woodwork. Atomic Climbing Holds gave me all the pro tips. You don't want to mount plywood directly onto drywall. Apparently it gets tired and cracks like my knees after leg day. So what I did was build a 2x4 framing box. This is what everything else is going to hang off, so you can't mess it up or your climbing wall becomes a very expensive decoration. Time to screw it up. That thing's rock solid now. So to build a frame the exact size of my climbing wall, first I had to find my studs. I bought this $10 stud finder from Walmart. It was beeping everywhere. Half the time, I wasn't even sure if it was finding studs or just sensing my anxiety of trying to get this wall done right. Once I had found all my studs and I knew where my 2x4s were going, I immediately started poking the wall like it owed me money. Holy smokes, using this impact wrench in here is like an echo chamber.
Perfect placement.
This part was really fun. You got to see progress really fast. The only downside was that it sounded like I was jackhammering a submarine.
Hey, do you know where I can find the pickle juice?
Yeah, it's over here.
Oh, wait! Oh! Oh.
I don't think we can use that piece.
Yeah, that's no good.
Now came time for the second wall. This one went up way faster than the first one, thanks to all the mistakes I made previously. I then went ahead and cut my plywood boards. This part went pretty quick. Next, I had to plan out the grid for all the holes for the T-nuts. This is a T-nut. I kid you not, I spent about an hour and a half or more just looking at this blank sheet of plywood trying to figure out where I was going to put the holes. My first big mistake, I ran all my support pieces vertically instead of horizontally. Brilliant move. That made measuring and staggering the holes way harder than it needed to be. To keep the holes clean and consistent, I used a sweet attachment that turned my regular drill into a baby drill press. It was a game changer. Kept every hole straight. I think I ended up drilling about 180 holes. So after looking at the plywood for about an hour and a half, I said I can't waste any more time. And I just said, screw it. We're going to full send. We just started drilling holes. I started by drilling the holes that I knew absolutely had to be there, the non-negotiable ones. Then I used those holes as my reference and worked outward. After I drilled all those holes, my wife jumped in and sanded every single one. She fixed my mess and made the plywood actually look good. Real talk, she's the reason it doesn't look like a total disaster. This was the point of the project where I realized things might actually turn out. I was shocked with how good it was already looking. We applied 2 coats of semi-gloss lacquer to the plywood. That really helped the grains in the wood to pop. My wife was more than happy to help out with this part, as this was something that she found very satisfying to do. So fresh, so clean. It's going to protect the plywood when people are climbing on it. This little T-nut goes in the back of these holes back here, and these bolts screw into the T-nut. I went ahead and placed all the T-nuts and screwed them in. This part was pretty fun. We'll see if I can hang this wall by myself. Oh yeah. I was just about to say, that looks good. And then it fell off the wall. Well, that stinks. This is where I'm putting the framing for the whole monkey bar setup. I'm putting in all the framing so that way I can have one person come and help on one day to put up all the plywood boards on both the climbing walls and monkey bar frames. This was also really fun because putting up the boards, you just saw a huge amount of progress. And being able to just screw it in was so nice and rewarding. Finishing up this project, it just felt like all my hard work was finally coming together. As I'm sitting here recording my audio for this video, I'm realizing it was actually all of my brother's hard work coming together, as he was the one holding up the plywood for a few minutes. I had to do a little trimming to get the plywood for the monkey bars to fit upright, and then we went ahead and screwed the plywood up to the framing, and then we spaced out all the monkey bars. And I learned my lesson from drilling the holes for the grid pattern, not to overthink it. So I went ahead and started placing the monkey bars where I knew I had to put them, and then worked inward. Okay guys, the climbing wall monkey bars is almost done. The monkey bars have been finished. Matthew helped me out with that today. Okay, we're putting up the final wall. Okay, both walls are officially done. Here's the grand reveal. These holds are on there so good. If you couldn't tell, I'm super stoked with how this turned out. I really had no idea it would look this good. I was pretty worried that it would look like someone with no experience had built it, which is true, but I didn't want it to appear that way. Finally getting to the part where we could put up all the holds was so rewarding. The grid pattern was great for being able to put the holds wherever we wanted to put them. That's the way we designed it. All in all, I gotta say, I'm happy with how this turned out. Okay, that's it for the wall, guys. It's completely done. Turned out super nice. The trim's still drying, and this thing is rock solid. My GoPro literally died during this clip. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.